Think of step. One, two, three. Good morning. Hello my loves, welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing really well. Today I thought we could spend a productive day together building the life of our dreams. I want to talk to you about the things that I'm working on just in every area: fitness, mindset, wellness, the whole lot. It's actually a Sunday when I'm filming this and I'm kind of working most of this weekend, but that is because I've got a big trip on Tuesday for 2 weeks and about 3 days. So this weekend I'm just spending it getting on top of any last minute work stuff that I need to sort out, just sorting my life out. I need to do random stuff like wax my upper lip and just locate a wax strip. I was supposed to go and get it done yesterday, but I haven't managed to do it, and I don't know why I'm telling you this, but it just really made me laugh. So when we were away last week running the marathon, I'd eaten something and Mason was like, "Oh Olivia, there's something in your mustache," and just the fact that he'd even put them words into one sentence, I just thought, I cannot be having that. I'm a dark-haired girly, so it comes with the territory, doesn't it, really? And possibly a bit from PCOS, but whenever I've had my bloods done over the past like year or two, all my bloods have been totally even. Today is in fact the first day I feel a lot more normal. So if you didn't already know, I did a marathon a week ago today in Milan. Hopefully that vlog will be up if you want to go and watch that one. And it was just the most blooming amazing thing, amazing experience, and I just feel really grateful for my body. But this whole week has been crazy. Like my health metrics and my Whoop has been a bit wild. Like my resting heart rate's been up and my skin temperature was elevated as well, like random things like that. And I just didn't feel like 100%. Like I trained in the gym this week, but I just took it easy, listened to my body, which I think you should definitely always do. Like if you're not feeling totally like yourself and you feel a little bit weaker, like don't push yourself, like listen and tune in, and the gym's always going to be there. You're always going to be able to get your strength back, but you know, listen to your body and let it recover. So that's what I've been kind of prioritizing this past week. I was also googling the other night just the impact of obviously running a marathon on your heart, which is crazy because obviously like nearly 4 hours of just consistent running is not natural as such. Like we don't do that often, so obviously your heart is like pumping extra hard, and it was super hot, so I feel like my heart rate was actually elevated. Like at times it got to 195 beats per minute, 95% of my max heart rate. So absolute craziness really. Like usually my heart rate is like 160, 170 on like a steady paced run. So that's been interesting. Now like I've done my marathon, I felt really weird as well this week. Like I'm thinking, oh gosh, like I haven't needed to go on as many runs, so I've had a bit more time, which has been quite nice. So in that time, that is what I'm going to spend doing more reading, more mindfulness, because I feel like towards the back end of my marathon training, that was taking a back seat for sure, because I just was so limited, it felt like, with time, like with work, with managing everything. And I also just wanted to share something that I've loved having around that you could also do, and I couldn't recommend it more. Okay, so last week I went and printed off some photos, which I haven't done in ages, and as I was at the actual photo printing desk, I just thought to myself, I keep screenshotting quotes. Like I feel like I've done this for years as well. You know, when you're like, oh God, that really hits home, like you can read something and it talks to you. And I've always said to Mason, I'm like, oh, I feel like I need these quotes like all over my house, like as a daily reminder, because you see them in the moment and then they just kind of like pass you by, don't they? And if you're going through a stage where you're not are like lacking confidence in who you are. But I just think we can all do with reading certain messages daily, especially if you're kind of stuck in a certain area or if you feel like you're working through something. I just think this is a good idea. So I printed off my photos and then I also went through my screenshots and sent some quotes to the printer. So this is one of my favorite ones that I shared, I think, on my Instagram story. Beautiful things about life. I won't read them all out, but you leave a mark on everyone you meet. Falling in love, acts of kindness go further than you know. Laughing so hard you cry. We get to experience all the feelings. Friendships, feeling understood. Nearly read them all, but I've printed this one off just as a little reminder to appreciate the little things. I want to make them look pretty, like I'm not going to just stick them on my walls, but even if I just have them on my kitchen top as a little reminder. And then this one I absolutely love, which is don't ride someone else's wave and forget to make your own. So I think we've all fallen into this trap where you'll see something work for someone and then you try and like recreate your own version of that, when our power is solely rooted when we are in, as in like our authenticity is what makes us unique, is what makes us stand out, and that's something that can't be recreated. That's in like who you are, and having that as a reminder I feel like we all need, because we can look outside of ourselves when we have all the answers, even though it doesn't always feel like that. I'm gonna end up choking up because I just feel emotional, and I want us all to feel just rooted in ourselves, because no one's taken the same path as you, no one's gone through the same life experiences as you, and you have so much to share because no one's had the same journey. Like, you've got so many different lessons, so much different value, and I just think it's sad when we try and just like imitate, or if we try and be something that we're not genuinely. Little things that you might think are a bit wacky or that you try and like dim down is what is your uniqueness. And I think when we're all younger, we've all tried to fit in and to not share like certain parts of ourselves, which is just, I feel like the older you get, like I feel like every year I'm becoming like more and more just myself, if that makes sense. And this next one is make the content you wish existed. This is definitely something that I just love this as a message on a whole, to rather than like focus on what's trending or like say like what works for someone else, just focus on like what is it that I wish I had, or like what would my younger self want to see when it comes to fitness and nutrition. So yeah, so they're just some cute ones which I couldn't recommend more. And even if you don't print them out, like just writing daily affirmations or writing it on a notepad or sticky notes, even putting it on your mirror. Like if you're struggling with your self-confidence, as in like how you actually look, I remember when I went on that journey like a few years ago, I would literally put on my post-it notes like good thoughts and just reprogramming those negative thoughts that come in. Like say if you're looking in the mirror and the first thing you look at is like, oh, my stomach looks a bit fat, or oh god, I've put on a bit of weight, just like reprogramming that to just thinking like what your body's currently doing. And I feel like marathon training has taught me a lot about that. Like I've been, especially when I did that carb load, so it's carb loading is basically a full day of just eating about 700 grams. Like, I kid you not, I don't even know how many grams actually, just crazy amounts of carbs. And yet when on this carb loading day, I really thought back to that version of myself and how far I've grown and how far I've come and how far you can come in a matter of time and a matter of years if you just keep making those daily steps. Like it's not a big jump. Like I'm not saying you can go from like A to B like that, but the steps towards that goal and the difference in how you feel. Like when I think of that younger version of myself and me now, I could have just never imagined being this version of myself that could spend a whole day eating to fuel my body, as in like genuinely like what calories I'm eating, and just thinking I want to perform tomorrow and I want to be the best, like most energized version of myself. So I literally did a 5-minute meditation, and if I have had a few days where I've just missed doing like a bit of mindfulness, as in like doing my journaling or meditation, I just think ease back in. Like 5 minutes is more achievable than 10 minutes, and I feel like that's a good way to just keep it something that you can keep consistent, because it's so easy to spend 5 minutes on your phone just scrolling, absorbing content, than it is just 5 minutes with your own thoughts. It really just helps calm my mind so much, and I can just think a lot more clearly. It's literally like, reminds me of you're driving down the motorway with all the windows down and it's noisy, and meditation and journaling, when I do both, I feel like it's like the windows are closed and I can actually just think straight. That's how it makes me feel. So I am doing 3 things I'm grateful for. Today I choose to what will bring me joy today. One thing I'm really grateful for is my health. Like I feel like since doing that run, I just can't explain. Like I feel so grateful for my health and my body, and that I've got a whole new like deeper sense of gratitude in that sense. So I'm training back. I also have done a little bit of triceps. I go away on Tuesday and obviously it's Sunday today. So I'm trying to train as many body parts as I can get in. I really feel like I didn't focus that much on my lifts when I was tapering off for my marathon. And I feel like I just want to work every muscle part. I trained legs yesterday, but I've been in desperate need of like a really good upper body session. Sessoir. This is one of my favorite rear delt exercises. K-bell. Looking a little bit red. It's a warm day today actually. I'm just loving this time of year. Spring, summer is just the best, isn't it? Like the lighter days. I feel like I've got a new lease of life. If you've got the AirPod Maxes and your pockets, headphone pockets, these things were covered in makeup, like if you use them to train in like me, look at this. Let's not look at how much makeup is under there. I tried washing them, but it just doesn't really work. So I got these silicone covers, which are so easy to clean and the best. They're only like a few pounds off of Amazon, so couldn't recommend them more. Whilst I'm training back, one thing I thought I'd mention. If you find you've got a lot of back, neck pain, you find you're very hunched, or you sometimes catch yourself from the side and you feel like you're like this, it's probably due to having some imbalances or weakness in the mid part of your back, like your rear delts. It's like a smaller muscle groups that we can neglect. And I can't explain that. I don't get any, well, I used to get a lot of neck pain and kind of like a weird backache. And the more I've trained the smaller muscle groups, so like your rear delt work, like the mid part of your back, not just your lats, you'll notice a big difference in just any pains. And like I don't find myself clicking. I used to do this a lot. It was a bit of a bad habit. Like I'd click my neck so much. So just a little note for you. I've also decided I'm going to start wearing more colour because I just think it makes you look a bit more alive, doesn't it? I feel like I love being a neutral girl and I really like how clean and calming neutrals can be, but I think a pop of colour just makes a big difference. I like this blue colour a lot. This right here, my lady, is my favourite tricep exercise ever. I really feel this in my triceps, and this band is super useful because we're going to build to be able to do unassisted, but right now this is what we're working with. And what you can do this is take a band and change up the intensity. So what I do is start with this kind of resistance, so it's hard, like you don't want to find this too easy, and that's why sometimes I don't always like the assisted step ones, because it's hard to kind of progress if it's just too easy, like flying up. Like make sure you can feel the muscle working. So slight forward lean. And then that is 9 reps. I can't really do any more, so I'll add this weight on and do a drop set. I think my leggings are going up my bum today. Like this is super easy. And then go for as many reps as possible. Okay, here we have, this is one of my favourite core exercises. Like I feel this in my soul. It gets deep into your core and also good for your upper body as well. So I'll usually combine this with an upper body day like today. So it's a hanging. Don't worry if you can only do 3 of these, like to begin with. You can just build it up over time. Oh my God. The aim is to get your knees as high as possible, but it's so flipping hard. Oh, gosh. Okay, so So that was a really good gym session actually. I can already feel my back. I said this in my week of workouts YouTube video, but with your pull-ups, it wants to feel almost like you are tearing something in your back for it to be really doing something. That's the only way I found to actually progress with pull-up strength. Gosh, it's a bit warm. It's so nice and sunny today. I'm just gonna pop to the supermarket, grab a wax strip and some eggs, and I was gonna get my car cleaned, but I think I've got other priorities. I need to upload tonight's YouTube video, which will already be up when you're watching this, and it's my evening routine that's changed my life. So I'm just about to make some lunch, and I'm going to make a Thai green style chicken curry with mushrooms and jasmine rice. I'm using my HelloFresh recipe. HelloFresh have kindly sponsored this part of the video, which I'm very grateful for. HelloFresh can really help with your meal planning, and if you're just wanting to spruce things up, try some new recipes, I couldn't recommend it more. It's all delivered to your door. Each meal comes pre-portioned. So for me, if I've got a super hectic week, but I'm still wanting to try some new recipes, like I don't feel like I've made a Thai green style curry in forever, and it's one of my favorite things. So it's perfect if you're wanting to learn new recipes and just super easy. They also have lots of options like the quick options, which I always select. So this one is a 20 to 25 minute recipe, so it doesn't need to be too long and lengthy. And I honestly feel like it tastes like something that you'd get in a restaurant, like any HelloFresh meal. The ingredients are super fresh, and if you're someone who's struggling to add a bit of colour and more freshness from vegetables and whatnot, then I couldn't recommend it more. And with them being pre-portioned, you haven't just got that rotten bag of spinach at the back of your fridge that just never seems to get eaten. Like I feel like I have a lot less food waste on a whole with HelloFresh. They're all step-by-step recipes, and they have the macros and ingredients and lists of everything on the recipe cards. I have a discount code for you, so you can get 60% off your first box, 20% off the next 2 boxes, and free gifts. My code is Olivia Jarvis 60, and I'll also add the QR code so you can scan it to get the discount on the screen. Okay, I've showered, I've eaten, I've got changed, I don't know how many times, and I've gone with this pink number. I feel like this might be a good travel outfit. I need to tell you as well what the plans are for the next 2 weeks with this trip. Super exciting, but I wanted to mention I was someone who always lived in dark colours, and I think it would mainly to cover myself up, and I would just be scared to wear anything bright. But I can't tell you the difference in your mood. Like, it is an actual thing. Dopamine dressing, or is it serotonin dressing? One of the two, and it does make a difference. Like, I feel just like brighter when I do wear lighter colours. Sometimes I think when you wear dark colours, you can look a bit dead. Like, I love all black sometimes, but I'm just meaning I'm trying to wear a bit more colour. My dad called in. It was really nice to see him actually. He didn't stay too long. I was trying to get him on the vlog. I feel like he's got some good stories, and I want you to meet my dad, like, properly. I feel like if I give him a talking point, as in if we can think of a topic that he could discuss, I could see he wanted to kind of do it. He wouldn't let me turn my camera on, but he was like, well, what would I talk about? So if you've got any ideas what we could get my dad on here for, I'd love that, because everyone needs a bit of my dad's energy. He's one of a kind, that man. So he popped in, and I made him and Geraldine, his girlfriend, that smoothie that he didn't drink, but it was really nice. It was like a banana peanut butter yumminess. So I wanted to talk a bit about the theme of this video, which is building my dreams, and how you can build your dreams and create the life that you want to start living. Like, if you kind of feel like you've been in this place where you're not where you want to be, or you're feeling behind. And I wanted to start by saying I did not have any dreams. I remember I think I'll have been like 18, nearly 19, 18, around 18, I was in a hospital bed, and I just remember this day so well because my dad had surprised me. He'd travel down from Leeds to London on the train, and he had so much on at work and so much on in his life. And my first thought was obviously like happy to see him, but I also had this like deep pit in my stomach because I'd been in this hospital bed overnight. I'd barely slept, and I just felt disgusted at myself for like the reason how I'd kind of ended up there in the first place, and just like something needed to change and something needed to give at some point, but I just genuinely didn't know where to turn, or I didn't feel like I could fully open up to anyone. And I remember texting my manager that day as well, saying I can't come into work today, and like this sense of relief because I didn't like any aspect of my life. I was out drinking all the time. I had friends around me who just weren't real friends. And I think another moment as well, I'd been on a night out, and one of my friends had stayed in my like room with me, and when she'd left, like a lot of my makeup had gone missing. And I remember in that moment thinking, who on earth am I surrounding myself with? like what friend would steal my makeup from me, and just thinking like what is going on, and also the pressure of hearing like uni's supposed to be the best years of your life, and I just felt like I was just losing every part of myself. I think there's a lot going on, but the reason why I wanted to share that is just like to share growing so much from that person, and doing that marathon the other week really made me think about like that version of myself and like the conversations I would have if I could speak to that person.
Like right now, I'm saying where I want to be in my life, or I'm not smashing my goals like I want to be.
You can totally change. Like sometimes you can feel so fixated. Never be a runner. I could never be consistent in the gym, or that life it's just not made for me. Like that person just must have had this life. And I just wanted to remind you, you can totally change any aspect of yourself. Our life is from a lot of our choices that we make, from a lot of our thoughts, from our behaviors and patterns. And by just starting small with like making small steps towards having like a bigger goal and a bigger vision is how like you can gradually get there, and things compound over time, and things compound quick as well. That's the other thing. Like next week I'm going to Mauritius and hosting a fitness and wellness mindset retreat. Sometimes I just feel like what on earth, like I still feel sometimes like that version of myself laid in that hospital bed, as in I just think like how has this happened? And I think what genuinely makes the difference is when you just start being quite honest with yourself. And I found that through my fitness journey and getting into fitness, like that is what helped me find my identity, find the person that I want to be. And as you know, if you've listened to my fitness journey video that I did a few years ago, I probably got into fitness, I'd say like when I met Mason. I took a lot of elements from him, as in I learned so much about fitness. He's coming from a professional rugby player background, like he educated me a lot. So I initially imitated basically Mason's approach, what worked for him. Bearing in mind he is a man and he's a totally like different build to me. He doesn't have the hormones that I do, and I like learned a lot from that, but it didn't work for me. And it was only when I started finding what actually like works for me, not cutting food groups out, still having things that I enjoy, and sorting out my emotional health, as in starting journaling, practicing mindfulness, and regulating my whole nervous system on a whole. Like with fitness, it goes 100% hand in hand with your mental health, as in are you looking after your mind? What are your thoughts like? And I only started seeing results in my physique, in how I felt, in how I showed up when I found my own flow, my own version of balance. Something I think like balance doesn't exist 24/7, but my version of like what works for me. And that is when I really feel like I stepped into my power and started making big changes in my life as well. And this is exactly why I'm launching my own membership club. And I wanted to create a space where I could put all my knowledge, all my fitness programs, my recipes, and have a community of women on the same path, on the same journey, and help you achieve your version of balance. Because I'm sick of one size fits all apps that only cater to a certain person, whereas that's not realistic. Like we all need to find our own flow, and I want to help you with the fundamentals of finding your own version. And especially with hybrid training, like that has totally changed my literal heart health to I've never felt so full of energy throughout my days. Like I'm not having these slumps as much, and that is what I wanted to also put into my community and create a vibe where we can all connect, and it's a lot closer and not as surface level. Like I want it to be a safe space for you and I to share and to learn, to grow, to meet up, all of that in one place. It hasn't launched yet, but early access is now open, and this has been something that I've been working so hard on, and I just can't wait for you to hopefully be a part of. I'm so excited to also reveal the name. It is called the Flowness Club. It's so flipping, just even saying that out loud, the feels I get in my body, the tingles that gives me, because it is exactly what I want you to find. I want you to be able to find your flow, not the same as anyone else's, your version of flow when it comes to your fitness routines, your workout split, and finding what makes you feel best from the inside out. So I can't wait for you to join me. I can't believe this, but for a Sunday, I've had 2 deliveries today, and they're the things that I exactly needed. First one is a disposable camera. These have gone up in price so much. Like I feel like these used to be a couple pounds and now they're about £15, but this is for our trip. So like I say, Mason and I are hosting a fitness and wellness retreat in Mauritius. I'm so flipping excited. I need to pack. I thought I could share what I'm packing actually as well, but it's actually 2 weeks and about 3 days. It's going to be intense. We're doing 2 sessions a day, like 4 days at a time, and then 2 days off. And we're going to different resorts as well in Mauritius, which is just wild. And again, this is just something, even I sort of question myself now, like thinking, holy fuck, It's just crazy, but I can't wait. It's quite a mixed group of people that are coming. It's nice and intimate as well. And I really want to host some retreats for you so we can properly go on like a girls trip of some sort. Like I've got a vision in my mind for that and I really want to make that a reality. So if you've got any inspo, like when Mason and I was in Milan for the marathon, we went to Lake Como for the day and I just had a vision there of something for us that I think would be so cool, and to also just have a community of us guys who are really like-minded and we're on the same journey, as in I feel like we've got a similar mindset, and I just think it'd be so nice to connect all of us together. So that is exciting. Like the thought of that just brings me so much happiness. We're about to start the packing. I've actually been quite good this week. So like we fly tomorrow night from London and it's a straight flight to Mauritius. Just for some context, because I think I told my brother I was going to Mauritius and he was like, where even is that? And it's not near Africa, it is in East Africa. Let me just show you on the maps. Oh, it looks beautiful. It's this tiny island, or it looks tiny next to Madagascar. How cute is that? So, Madagascar was one of my favourite films ever.
Don't you think we should tell them that the boat's out of gas?
Nah, just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
I feel like I'm gonna have to rewatch that now, and I would love to go to Madagascar as well at some point. But yeah, Kenya, Tanzania is there, so Mauritius is right there, and then Saudi's like over there. Quite a lot of people go to Mauritius from Dubai. Like I remember that being a popular destination, and it looks beautiful. Look! I'm so excited, and it looks like there could be some potential hikes or something we could do. But some of the sessions that I'm going to be doing, I've just got like my itinerary is so workshops on holistic nutrition, stretching sessions, personal consultations, and I'm so excited. So I need to start packing. Well, I have started packing. I've been quite good this time around, I feel like, because I made a start, as in I started just dumping things into a room. I feel like when you are packing, it's got to be a mess, hasn't it? Like I don't think it's possible to do a good pack that is organised, because you need to see things. So I'll show you the room that, it is giving me anxiety. I actually closed the door on this room yesterday night because I was like, I can't face that right now. But it doesn't make sense to pack everything into your case until you're ready to pack it all in. Jesus, this is the organised mess. It is organised, I must say. I haven't been through that Gymshark. I've opened it, but I haven't tried anything on. I managed to locate these from a box. We've got a cowboy hat, and I kind of want to take both. I feel like I'm going to end up overpacking. As soon as I heard the word 2 weeks, I just thought, oh Jesus, I may as well pack just my whole house into that. Is a long time, especially because we're doing 2 sessions a day. I'm going to need a lot of activewear, or I'm just going to have to definitely do some washes at the hotel. Right, where the hell do I start? I've resorted to doing a quick to-do list. Hang on, just so that I can get everything clear, making sure I also don't miss anything. So I'll show you what I do, because I do a little paper to-do list. So I have my digital to-do list there, and then just going to write down my to-do list here. Okay, so I've done a bit of a packing list. I've just remembered, like I wanted to ask, Mason's got a pair of wedges that he was going to throw in the bin that I want, and then I've got a call later on over Zoom. I need to film this Under Armour campaign. I forgot about that this morning, but I'd prefer to do that before I go away. Pack. I would like to get my car clean, but I just don't think I'll have time today. Okay, we're back. We're back upstairs. I am procrastinating. Of course I need to check the weather though, so I just thought to myself, I've committed in terms of like, I've already presumed that the weather is hot, so I've even ordered a humidity spray. And then I remember Mason's sister Melissa went to Mauritius a couple of years ago, and I remember she was in like woolly jumpers. She must have gone in the wrong season, but we're all good. It is 62% humidity in Mauritius, and it's 29 degrees. So I think we've got the right idea. And the best time to go to Mauritius from April to June. Perfect. Whilst I'm having my pink moment, so I ordered this outfit for the marathon, but it didn't arrive in time. I did order it very last minute. So I've got the Hottie Hot short, the 4-inch ones, and I've got them in a size 4, which is a UK 8, and then I got the matching sports bra. So this has kind of worked out well because I can wear these whilst I'm away. Oh, I'm actually quite excited about new suitcases. Look how cute these are. If I can find the link, if I remember it saying low stock on the site, I will link them. But finally got myself some fresh cases. My dad used to say that my old pink suitcase looked like a coffin case because it was so big. So I'm kind of glad we've got a fresh one. I'm a bit worried though about like it's not a zip. I've never had a suitcase without a zip. Like this is like a bit like a hook, but I think it'll be fine. Here are my tops. So I've just got a load of like tank tops, just ones that'll go with everything. I think this will be quite nice with like denim jeans. Oh, I got these from Primark, but I think they've just come in. It'd be like a Zara top, like that's what it reminds me of. I got one in green and this little pink. Wait, no, I'm not doing this right. I'm gonna fold. I can't remember if this saves space. I feel like it does. How nice is this, by the way? I think for like a cover up, and could even dress this up like with a nice maxi skirt. And then I've got 5 shorts. So I've got 2 white shorts, one kind of like beachy type skirt, 2 long sleeve, 2 trouser as in like linen, and then a white skirt. Okay, 5. And then I got this set, just like a casual, kind of like a boy, is it a boy pant? I don't know what you call these things, that I think will be quite nice. And then I've got nightwear. So I've gone for quite a lot of like maxi type dresses. I tried these on the other night. I didn't have any makeup on and I kind of feel like that makes a difference. Wait, how the hell am I putting these? Like this. And then this is a nice combo, so it's like a frill top with this maxi type skirt. I think I could also wear this for like daytime too. I got the same in white. Okay, I'm just trying some stuff on. I had high hopes for this, but I just think it's a bit too much going on, isn't it, with the frills everywhere. But I do love this. I think this would be quite nice with jeans, but it's a bit itchy as well. And then there's this one. I love this, obviously without a bra. But I like this colour and it's so comfortable. Like I don't want to take anything that's just not comfy. I think this wraps around my neck twice, or like you can do it a bit like that. Can't tell if I like this one. I feel like you can see straight through it. Oh no, it's one of them that you can't step in really. But I do love the back. The back is very nice. I don't know what I was thinking with this one actually. I feel like this would look nice on someone else, but no, I think there's a bit too much going on. I tried to get some different things. I'm so glad this has arrived in time. So I got some gorgy bits from Gymshark. Ooh, they didn't have any sizes left, so I got these in an extra small. Some nice running shorts. They are the running 2-in-1. I like that green colour. I'm liking the bit of colour we've got going on in here. It's rather colourful. The white strap feature sports bra. I got this in a medium. This is a medium support and it's got a really nice back. And then a white double up sports bra. This is a lighter support, but it's got like it's 2-in-1. Really nice back as well. I feel like white just goes with everything when it comes to shorts too. And then just some black Gaines seamless short. These look tiny. Oh my gosh. And then halter neck crop cami tank with the nice like strap so I can wrap that in a bow in black. Beautiful. And then this pink number, this is the Adapt pattern seamless sports bra. And then I got the matching shorts. Oh my God, these are in an extra small. I think these will stretch though, to be fair. And then the blue shorts. These look lovely. I hope they're not going to cut my circulation off. They only had extra small left, or I think there was a large in these, and I just thought I'm going to risk it because I really like the colour and the pattern. And then a black, wow, that's really nice. Medium support stitch feature sports bra. Look at the back. And they look adjustable too. But in my next vlog, you'll probably see me wearing these gorgy fits. Welcome to my bathroom. I'm a bit nervous, you know, now. Like, I've just seen how full my case is and I'm thinking, how am I going to fit all my products in? I also wanted to talk you through, I got some newbies recently that I've been quite liking. So first thing that I literally tried this for the first time this morning, and it's the Express Self Tanning Mousse. It hasn't stuck to my clothes and it's like a medium, like it's not quite a dark colour if you look at my wrist, but quite like this. It doesn't feel like sticky for a fake tan. Then, oh, Caitlin, my favourite makeup artist ever, tagged this product in one of her reels. I don't know if she used it on my face last time, but it's really light coverage MAC Studio Radiance. I think this is like one of their newest products. I feel like they don't bring much out often, but it's a really light coverage foundation, serum powered foundation, and I think it's got hyaluronic acid in, so it's really light, but you can, yeah, 209% more hydrated skin instantly, 80% skin base with hyaluronic acid. So it's like buildable basically, and I really like this. I got it in shade NC27. I'm usually the shade Sand in Too Faced, but I really recommend that for like an everyday foundation. I'm going to take this with me on holiday and just probably like build it up or something. And then I got this mousse curl whip. I've already got one in my cupboard, so I kind of wish I didn't order this, but it's a curl activating mousse because I know if it's humid, my hair's just gonna, it's not gonna look like this. It's just gonna be like out here, so I thought I might wear it curly. I would love to start embracing the curls. I find it really hard because I feel like, I don't know what it is, I've just got this thing about when my hair's all like that, I don't know what it is. Can't really put my finger on it, but on holiday I quite like it. And then I got some heat protect spray for that, so I'm gonna somehow pack this, but like, I'm not being funny. Who do I think I am trying to pack? Like, this is huge. I could do with a little mini one because it's gonna be a lot. I don't know what my weight limit is. And then I've just picked out my holiday scents. So I've had this ages actually. It's the Creed Royal Princess Oud. It's quite strong. I always think, with this, you only need like a couple spritz and it's very strong. Like, if I put too much on it, it just gasses me out kind of thing. And then the Maison Francis Gentle Fluidity. I was thinking about taking Baccarat Rouge, but I feel like I want a different holiday scent, so I'm gonna take these two. Oh God, I need to sort this makeup bag out. The hair's gone up, I'm getting serious now. I got these from Primark the other day. I was gonna say Primani. This came inside it and I think, how much were they? £13. And then I also got this. I might put my makeup in here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But how cute for holiday. Got a work call. I've just showered and what a flipping day. I just need to jump in on Google Meets. We're just talking through all things flowness. Just done my skincare. What time are we on? Oh, Jesus, it's 10. I was on that work call for an hour and a half. Really exciting though, so yeah, I can't believe I turned up in my bloody dressing gown. I've never done that before, but I was working busy gals. We just got to make it work, and I'm also kind of glad that that's happened in one of these vlogs because this is just, as in, this is just life. This is it, just very realistic, isn't it? As in, like, not every day goes to plan. And also, I never wanted to make it look like, I do make a lot of, what's the word? Like a lot of running your own business and working for yourself. I feel like I do work a lot of the time, and I'm still working on finding like my balance and having boundaries, but it's hard sometimes, and that's okay. Not every day's like this, and also I'm going away tomorrow too, so the swings and roundabouts, I'm going to get a chance to chill out. I do feel like I've had my foot on the gas so much though lately. What the heck have I bought? This flipping razor. I thought I'd bought a wax kit, or is this to cut these things? I'm nervous. I've never waxed. I've not even told you what I'm doing. So I'm going to wax this upper lip. I thought it made sense to do it at night so that I don't apply makeup or like put something on it. The hair should be 2 to 5 millimeters long. I don't feel like it's that long. I definitely don't want to use this. See, that's a razor in itself. I definitely don't want to use that. That doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to go for it. What's the worst? Intuitive face glow kit. So let's use our intuition. Oh no. It's on my lip. I don't want to peel. It's not that strong, I guess. Right, are we ready? Oh, I could do some moral support. 1, 2, 3. Ah! There's still some there, but I can see full-blown hairs on here. 3, 2, 3, 2. No, that was really pathetic. 3, 2, 1. Now I feel like all the stick's gone. I'm trying to FaceTime Mason because he's the one. Hello.
Hi.
Say hello to the vlog.
Hello.
I just shaved my moustache off on that side. Do you want to look at it?
You shaved it off or waxed
No,
it?
I've waxed it, sorry. Actually wasn't as painful as I thought. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, I would love you to make sure you're subscribed, join the family, and watch out for the next vlog. And I'm gonna be bringing you with me as well to Mauritius on this retreat. So keep your eyes, I don't like saying keep your eyes peeled. It always sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next video.